No, you know what's weird? I had no, when I made the record, I knew what I was doing. I mean, I love Christmas, you know? So genuinely, I knew I was going to make a great record. And, but I didn't know 10 years later that it would be like this. I had no idea.
It's phenomenal. We would like to know though, how long it took you to do your TikTok with your Christmas sweater, because that was pretty fancy.
That was a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. It was not usually my TikToks are just me on my phone. By the way, I'm having so much fun. I was one of those snobs that was like, I'm not going to be doing TikTok. Well, TikTok, I am well above TikTok. I'm an international humble superstar.
Humble.
There will be no TikTok for Bublé. And then I started doing it, and I just it's so stupid. I laughed my ass off with it. That was a weird one. I wrote all these these little vignettes to do for Christmas press for this record to celebrate the 10th anniversary. And so that was one of I didn't love doing that, by the way. It felt so unnatural, like putting on these, and then they said spin around and jump and all this stupid stuff. I was like, I'd rather just have my phone and have my kids and my wife helping me do it.
So let's talk about your family Christmas then, because we all do it, don't we? We all go to our phones and we select a Spotify or an Apple playlist and we pop it on, and there you are, featuring quite heavily. So what does that mean for your Christmas at your house? Do you skip through your songs or you let them linger?
Oh no, they're not allowed to play anything else but me. No, honestly, I need every stream I can get. With the gambling problems I've had, we really. Honestly, guys, I love Elvis. I love the Elvis Christmas. I love all the stuff he did. I like the Dean Martin one. I listen like everybody else. Like the Mariah Carey song always starts off really fresh. And about 4 days into December, I'm going like, okay. But I love all kinds of. I love Boney M. Is that weird that I love Boney M as much as I love George? I love George. Like George Michael's to me just keeps getting, that song keeps getting better every year.
Yeah.
I like Ariana Grande. I like Justin Bieber's Christmas record.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I like the Under the Mistletoe. I like it all. I really like Christmas. I don't know if you've heard that, but
no, we could never tell. No,
I
found a hole though. I found a hole in your production. See, the thing is, in New Zealand, we're in the southern hemisphere, and everything is for Christmas. It's very different. We don't have snow. It's not even cold. It's beachy. It's summery. It's barbecue. Have you ever thought about hitting that southern hemisphere market and
just for us,
and going in a completely direction with those Christmas carols?
Would it actually mean something for you to write a song like that?
It actually would.
The world.
I mean, what sort of lyrics would you
not
use?
Easy. Yeah, it's not easy going, summer and hot, is it? Jandals.
Yeah. No, I mean, of course. There's a lot of things. I mean, let's see what rhymes with beach, sun.
Peach. I don't know. There's a fruit. I don't know.
I knew it was funny. I mean, I'm not saying that this is you, but we're talking about the Southern Hemisphere. I had a friend like 4 years into the record call me from Australia, and we worked together. And she said, you want to see something crazy? She said, I'm on a beach right now, and all up and down the beach, it's just your music, like at different points of different songs. And she went up and down the beach, and that's the first time I realized, and I was like, what? That really hit me. I was like, this is very strange and very cool. It's funny, you guys, I talk about this quite a bit because my wife is Argentinian. So she the other day before I came to work here in New York, she was talking to me about her Christmas and how sentimental she is. And I said, like, what do you think about? Chris, can you task them to stop talking over there? Because they're gonna just sorry guys, there's people.
Okay.
So she was like, well, like you I think about Santa. And I said, yeah. She said, and the hot sun and going to the beach. And I was like, no, I don't think of those things.
That ain't quite Canadian.
But it was like so sentimental for her. That's what it was. It was like, and playing with my friends till late because it's really warm and I was like, no, that's the opposite of everything that I think about. So I'm gonna have to write a song for you guys. I really am.
Oh, well, we would love that. We would embrace it, just like I am embracing your new ranges of perfumes. Now, I've looked down the list here, and the boys will tell you I'm a bit of a shopper. So, Michael Bublé, if me, Toni, is about to go out and buy a fragrance, what would you pick for me? Because you've got quite a few different ones.
Sorry. I just, it was that I could see both the gentlemen's faces when you said perfume, and both of them just checked out like this.
No, this is important. No, this is important.
And the worst part is I include myself because you said it and I went,
no, but it's important because for us guys, we need to know this. I mean, it's a perfect gift, obviously, but there is there's a men's fragrance too. There's one men's fragrance and like about half a dozen women's fragrances.
Yeah. My favorite still is the By Invitation. It was the first one, and it was the one where I sat like I refused to be part of any fragrance where I didn't know what was happening. Like I did not want to be the guy that just put his name on something and then had to cringe as he talked about it. So I actually went and met with these very fancy French perfumers, and I went to the place and I helped like put all the notes together, and I built like this one that I really loved. And now I'm less involved than I was that first one. So that first one is my favorite. But they're really, you know what? Listen, my wife is the boss of my whole family, and basically, if it's good, if she likes it and she says, "Michael, this doesn't suck," then that is good enough for me.
Yes, that's a wise way to work a marriage, I think.
It really is.
Yeah.
So By Invitation.
But it's so weird, you guys. Can you imagine? Like, listen, I'm a guy. I'm a hockey playing, beer drinking idiot. And so just as weird as it would be for you to have like your own fragrance, yeah, it's that weird for me too.
Do you sometimes?
Sam's got his own fragrance. We just don't really talk about it.
Yeah. Well,
He
that's
needs
it.
a fragrance.
I was just about to say that. Are you the type of guy that would just spray your very own perfume on yourself just because you can't be bothered having a shower?
No, I probably have a shower, but I like it. Like I genuinely like it. It's I think they do a great job. I was such a pain in the ass, you guys. I was such a pain in the ass to the whole fragrance company. I'm sure when they signed me up and we did this deal together, they assumed that I would probably be like many of the other celebrities and stuff that would just let them do whatever they wanted to do. And it wasn't like that for me. So I knew off the bat that they were very sweet. But I like, even from the very start, they brought me the first bottle and the first packaging, and I didn't like it. And I thought I didn't like it. I just didn't. And I said, like, I think this has to be more sophisticated. And they were like, well, we just paid for many, many, many of these packages. And I was like, you are going to have to go back and we're going to have to do all of this again. And I can imagine that they were probably thinking like, why did we have this work with us? But the truth is, it's become a more organic relationship because of that. And I can go out and have fun and feel definitely proud about the billions and billions of dollars that I'm making.
Oh, good, and rightly so. We're talking with Michael Bublé, superstar, Mr. Christmas himself, very, very humble Canadian superstar, and a sex symbol. But when it comes though to planning the future, like are there any songs that you'd love to do with someone else? That you hear these Christmas songs you mentioned before, Mariah Carey, and I know you've done a version of her song for Christmas.
Yeah.
But do you hear other songs you think that's who I want to collaborate with? Is there a star on the radio at the moment you think they could use a bit of Bublé help?
There's lots of beautiful singers, but you'll never hear me do another Christmas thing.
Oh, don't say that.
No, that's it, man. I made one record that it's funny. I've said this many times. I didn't make a Christmas record. I wanted to make the Christmas record. And I made what I thought was the fundamental, was the real deal. And that's it. The reason that you're even talking to me right now is because it's the 10th anniversary. And so I wanted to come out and celebrate. But the truth is, that's it. You won't.
Done with Christmas songs.
I'm not done. Listen, I really genuinely love the holiday, and I will come. If Ed Sheeran calls me and says, Mike, I'm doing a special next year, would you come and sing? Yeah, because I love Ed. Okay. But will you be talking to me about the 11th special super deluxe
No,
This
can't
is
be
this is
perfection.
this is
You
a
can't
celebrate. This
control
is a celebration of a record that changed my life, and you know, it was one of the big records. It's a big record. It's a big
Yeah.
stinking record. So this for me was like, I was strong about saying, listen, I will come and I will talk about it and celebrate it. But once that's done, listen, you guys, not that I don't love talking about all this stuff, but I have to tell you, I have a record coming out. It's the best thing I've ever done in my life.
Wow.
And,
Tell us more.
And so if you want to know what I'm really excited about, it's that, because I can talk all day about it and tell you, but you know, listen, I've been through a lot after what happened with my son and my family. It changed me and my life a lot. And I think I just opened myself up to the universe and to saying yes. And for whatever reason, that helped me to create and to work with some of my favorite people in writing some of the greatest songs I've ever written. And I can't wait for this record to come out, because that, for me, it's been a while since I've felt like this, probably a long while. And I'm pumped for you guys to hear it, because I could talk all day long about it, but when you hear it, I think you'll very quickly understand exactly what I'm talking about.
Your whole voice just changed then.
You did.
And I can tell that you were genuinely touched, and something in you has almost changed. You can tell it's affected you.
Oh, how could it not? Like, like anybody who has kids, anybody who's gone through, I mean, listen, we're sitting here during a pandemic where millions of people have been affected, life-changing losses and struggles and anxiety and fear. And I think we've all probably changed, and we can all probably relate to each other a little bit more than we ever could before. And listen, you change, and there are good parts. There are good parts that happen for me, and there's terrible things. There's an innocence that I've probably lost, and that's okay. But as far as being a better human being and probably a better musician and creator, I'm just loose. Like you can probably tell even talking to me. I have seen hell, and I have seen when the worst thing I almost just swore there. I was very careful. When the worst thing in the whole universe could possibly happen, and when that happens, it makes you quickly realize that honestly, everything else is just icing on the cake. And that just changes your perspective and allows you to just really enjoy every single moment and live a deeper life. So for me, I don't know how, I don't know why, but during the pandemic, I started, making music, sitting in my underwear in the kitchen, with the kids running around, and it was just easy.
But that's living the way. That's really living though.
Yeah. Listen, I almost feel bad for people who never have to face tough times, because I think when things are too easy for too long and something bad does happen, I think people get really shocked by it, and they get bitter. And I think when you go through sort of really hard things, it allows you to live a deeper life.
So how does that transpire onto the record? Is there a song that means a whole lot to you on that new record from your life?
I mean, like I can't say anything yet because I can't, but when you hear about the people that I've worked with on this record, that have produced this record, that I've written with on this record, you will understand.
What sort of a time frame? Is it 2022? Is it 2023? Is it March? Is it April?
No, I think it's coming. Yeah, I think we're looking at the next 6-8 months, something like that.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's I can't wait. I don't even know what I'm allowed to say. I feel like, what's that beautiful kid that plays Spider-Man?
Oh, Andrew Garland? No.
Andrew Garfield? No, the new one.
Oh,
The new one that always gives away the secrets. That is so me. It's
like... All right, we won't push it too far. In the meantime, let us enjoy these fragrances, these Michael Bublé fragrances, all available from Chemist Warehouse in the lead up to Christmas. Is it true? We heard a rumor that you came up with this thinking about a woman in an elevator. Is that a true thing?
That I came up with it thinking about a woman in an elevator?
Yeah, that you wanted to
think. No, but I've definitely been. No, I think the story is that it's been very strange, because there have been now like a number of times where I have been in an elevator and I could smell it. And I thought, that's really nice. And I've said, what are you wearing? And they've said, it's me, not knowing it's even me, but they're wearing my, the fragrance. And I've been like, oh my God, this is getting weirder and weirder. It actually happened at I went to like a cafe thing and there was a woman across the way from me and I could smell it. And I said, what are you wearing? And she told me, and I was like, this is very strange.
Isn't that the dream right there, to be trapped in an elevator with Michael Bublé?
Smelling of Michael
what
Bublé.
What are you wearing?
It's the only time
I just saw the gentleman do this.
No, only because there's not many people I'd say. I don't mind them asking, what are you wearing?
No,
and it's fine.
The problem with being stuck in an elevator with someone, it's an international rule. If the elevator stops and it's broken, you have to sleep with them. Every movie says that.
That's not a thing.
So,
That's true.
That's true. Yeah.
No.
That's a fact.
I always thought it was you had to fart, but I guess
there's no movie in there.
When I come to New Zealand, we'll be stopping the elevator every second.
It's so nice.
It's so funny.
a wonderful romantic comedy that would be.
Someone stops the elevator to sleep with Michael Bublé, and all he does is fart on them.
Rename it Gone with the Wind. Another version of it. Yeah. Hey, it's been so nice chatting with you, Michael. Thank you very much for your time.
Likewise, guys.
On everything, and Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas, everybody. Thanks for the support and all you beautiful people out there. I love you so much. On behalf of my family, we appreciate all you've done for us. So thank you.
Oh, nice.
You're a
Thank
star.
Legend. Thank you very, very much.
Not at all, guys. I'm gonna get, you know, that my friend, my assistant is over here. Her name is Chrissy. I'm gonna just turn this so you can just see. There she is right there.
Hi, Chrissy.
And she has her hand on the mouse. And before I even said fucking goodbye, she was already going to end the conversation.
Oh, Chrissy. Oh, was it something we said?
Listen, it's not her fault. She's Australian. She's a good person.
True.
Says it all.
Okay, look at her. She said, no, I wasn't gonna do it. All right, guys.
See you guys.
See you later.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Now we can touch the button.
You hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up.